Jasper AI or Copy AI. With Jasper's new pricing, it now seems like a viable choice with unlimited words, new art, and their expanded array of choices and templates over Copy AI and their beautiful user interface. But is it really worth it to use Jasper AI over Copy AI if you're making blogs and doing content generation? In this video, I'll go over the workflow in creating a blog and the downfalls I see in both Jasper AI and Copy AI, and go over the merits of choosing one of them for content generation, mainly for their workflow properties. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna step right in. This is Jasper AI's workflow, and we go here to the side under workflows. This is their blog post, and under their blog post, we have what is the entire construct of the blog post. But within this, they have problems. And as you can see to my right on this screen here, it double and triple posts, I think, everything for whatever reason. I'm not sure if that's a design problem or something to do with the programming within this workflow. But if you really wanted to actually copy and paste this over, you'd have 3 times every single piece of this workflow. So the introduction, there's 3 of them on this side, my first paragraph, everything on this side. But let's forget about that really quickly and go through this workflow, which is, I think, Jasper's main pro, number 1, on why I like it better than Copy AI. So this is the workflow and it's very easy to follow, and that's one of the pros. Over ChatGPT and GPT-4, well, the content generation, and you can watch the video I did on how I think ChatGPT is still the one that you should use for any kind of content generation or any kind of anything really when you're trying to generate text, do research. That's the way to go. But if you're looking for workflow and keeping everything contained, Jasper AI does it better. And this is the workflow that it uses, and you can keep this as manual or as automated as you would like. As you move through this thing, you have the introduction, the outline, and when you go through the outline, you can change pieces of the output. You can have it regenerated, and the output will shoot the paragraph generator, and each of these paragraphs will be each one of these lines here, each number. The problem here is each one of the paragraphs do not talk to the other paragraphs. So it writes each paragraph as if it were an independent blog post. So each of them has a sentence that starts off, have you ever thought about starting a side hustle? And then the next one is, are you curious about what's hot and what's not in your field? So it starts off very much where we're not connected to the reader, and the reader is, that started off really, I guess, abruptly, versus more what conversationally would be like, even though each one of these I put tone of voice is conversational. So as you can see, this is kind of like the way that the Jasper workflow works. And the reason why I'm not putting this in every little piece is because I tried that, and if you leave this workflow, I'm not sure if later on to do this, but I lost everything. So I didn't want to have to redo it again. Also, there is this little thing here, art. I generated that art and then it stopped my workflow. So if you want to try generate art and insert it in here, don't do it yet. It is not yet properly synced with this workflow environment. I'm not sure why, but it's not properly synced. So while the workflow is nice, there are some problems, especially because it duplicates it 3 times for whatever reason. It is nice to be able to see the content generation here via prompts, and then what it spits out, and then you can always change it all up in here, and Jasper AI can run a command to rewrite it or to add more. But Copy AI, their workflow is much more like the traditional workflow of these blog creators, where you change the whole page from screen to screen. So once you're here, now again, this is all generated by AI, so these are the steps to generate your side hustle. You generate the talking points here, AI will fill up all the points. These are the bullet points that AI generates. If you like these AI points, you can add more, generate more, you can regenerate, and then you can generate the content. So as far as the content that Copy AI generates, I actually prefer it, but the workflow itself becomes more difficult to use because I can't visualize everything in one screen. I have to go up and go back. It's not like how Jasper has everything workflowy here. And then Jasper has a context where everything on this blog post has this context of a blog post for a busy professional starting an online side hustle. They want to use AI to save time and leverage their time and create a side hustle that will provide financial freedom. So all of the overlaying topics will have this kind of core context to the content, right? Now, I'm not sure really if that persevered through the content, but that was the goal, right? If you write good prompts within ChatGPT and GPT-4, you can easily create a really good writer in a chat to emulate this type of tone and have it write for you really good blog posts. And then you yourself can input your own type of personality, which typically is more in line of what I want. But if you want volume, pure volume, Copy AI and Jasper AI are probably going to be in your wheelhouse. With Copy AI, as you can see, it generated all the talking points and it actually delivered on the words. So what we will do now is you can actually go from here to create blog post. And this is what it would look like, the actual blog post. And with Copy AI, you can now go ahead and copy it and send this over to your WordPress page or a Medium page or something like that. And chat by Copy AI, Jasper has their own, of course, right? They have their own chat bot that populates in right here, and you can ask it all kinds of things. But as far as blogging goes, honestly, if you made it this far in the video, obviously you're very curious, and I will tell you what I do is whenever I'm writing content or writing for a YouTube video, for this type of videos, is if I'm not doing a tutorial like this and I have an actual script, I will normally have the script bullet pointed by ChatGPT to get ideas. And usually I will have an outline. And most of the flavor comes from myself. The ideas and the bullet points, maybe the hooks and the titles, those things come from ChatGPT by using what's working now. Trending topics, trending hooks, trending psychological hacks to get people to watch, to read, to keep people engaged. But when it comes to the actual content, the meat and everything, those things are more me than anything else, because when people are reading, they want to connect with the individuals. So if you are trying to build a side hustle or a personal brand, you are going to need to add that flavor in yourself. So will Jasper AI or Copy AI be a good choice for you? Maybe. But more from a workflow standpoint. I personally don't use either of them to create any of my work. I use ChatGPT, I have GPT Plus, and I also use Super Us app to generate my workflows whenever I'm thinking about anything and brainstorming. That way all of my ideas are in one place so I can look at them all, and then I generate my scripts. I just copy and paste everything from ChatGPT into a Google Doc, and then I edit the Google Doc and put everything back into ChatGPT for spell checking errors, and that's what I use. So that's my personal workflow. Saves money because Jasper and Copy AI are really expensive. But if you do like them, go ahead, you can sign up. We appreciate it if you use the affiliate links down below. Again, I don't use them personally, but like I said, there is a place for them if you want to produce mass amounts of content. I used it when I was making my Medicare insurance website and I just needed mass produced blogging content. But Right now, I'm producing one article a week, one newsletter a week. I can do most of those things myself, and I don't like to bore people with tons of words. So keep things nice, short, and sweet. Little flavor of what I would say to keep things moving along. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video on Jasper AI and Copy AI. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Remember, subscribe to my newsletter. If you haven't already, it's free. I give you AI tips, ChatGPT prompts, and of course, everything new that's happening in AI.